All right, part two. Part two. All right, where was I? Where was I? Oh, naps. You know, no, we covered naps last year, and in fact, it was Isn't it a chapter in that book I wrote? Yeah, naps. Go get a lazy boy, the best one you can find. Get a pair of those things you put over your eyes to block out the sun. 45 minutes here and there. I know you can find some time to do this, and you know, maybe get a TV, kind of make it comfortable, but you need those naps, so work them into your schedule. But on the other hand, exercise is good too. You know, a nice daily walk. Like, you know, you got to walk to 7-Eleven, and if you have them up your way, it's an excuse to go get a case of beer, you know, or walk to the bowling alley on bowling night. Don't take Uber. It's mentally and physically, it's the best thing you can do. Maybe take these walks near the house, the more I think about it, because if you drop dead or something, they know who you are, you know. And who knows, you might have a friend in the neighborhood. He could come out and revive you too. So stick to your neighborhood maybe if you're going to take walks somewhere. You know, my mother, she always took walks. She lived to be 90-something. Except the one day there was a very stiff wind later on in her, probably a year before she passed away. And would you know this wind blew her right into someone's hedges? And of course, New York's finest, they're always sleeping somewhere. So our police in Queens, they actually pulled her out of the hedge because they were right there, and they were giggling. You know, they thought this was really funny. They brought her home they knew exactly where she lived because she walked in the neighborhood. And, you know, she had Caribbean nurses, the most beautiful, wonderful people. And one of them, you know, opened the door, and there are these two cops with my mother. And this is the funniest thing of all. The guys are going, you know, like, hey, Mom had a few too many. And, oh, the nurse went nuts on them. Oh, my God, she went ballistic. Mrs. Elfad never took a drop in her life, you know, that kind of thing. But anyhow, where was I? Exercise, really important. All right, now finally, and I left this for last because it is a touchy kind of thing. A will. You know, I think you need to get your stuff in order, if that's the right expression. So, you know, maybe get that will updated, you know, spell out everything for Carol Lee. Chances are she's going to outlive you anyhow. You know, this would be a good time to write down about those children you fathered that no one knows about. Maybe those gambling debts, this would be a good time to write them down. The extortion payments you've been making over the years, the blackmail, you know, it's easier just to write a check, right? I mean, the last thing you want is Lou Cabrazzi knocking on the door one day saying, hey, John owes us money, you know. Get it all written down in order. You'll feel 10 times better. It's not necessary, but, you know, just in case, you know. All right, so I broke it into 2 parts. Hopefully Verizon can handle this. I'm going to run down to the Dunkin' Donuts and send it to you because they have the best Wi-Fi. And yeah, spread it to the board. I think, you know, everyone can learn from this. But man, you guys have a high mortality rate. I don't want to read any, you know, upsetting stories or anything. So I hope I made you feel better. I mean, that's the bottom line here. I want you to really feel like you got 1,000,000 years to go. All right, so let me know what you think.